We left the audience with the thought of why Mark Halperin believes JD Vance is turning out to be the most consequential VP in history. Why?
After less than 100 days, fewer than 100 days, everybody likes him for the most part. And he's very good at publicly and privately dealing with the president. He's a very smart guy, as you know. He's very, as I say, he speaks MAGA, fluent MAGA with a suburban accent. He has the ability to talk about the movement and the agenda in a way that for some years is easier to understand and appreciate than even the president does, who's the leader of the movement. And I think if you look at personnel, policy, the press, he is in every meeting. He often gets his way. His allies are all over the administration. As we talked about last segment, the board of directors are the ones who made him the vice president. They're the ones whose advocacy got Donald Trump to choose him. So the board of directors loves him, and he loves the board of directors. And so I look at everything they're doing, from dealing with Capitol Hill to dealing with foreign governments. I think the speeches he gave in Europe, that the Europeans are still on their fainting couches over, the speeches he's given domestically are some of the most important speeches that not just anyone in this administration, but anyone in the party has given in the last decade. And I can't find a single issue where his influence is not very high. Lastly, I'll say, vice president's usually, of course, a big job, but the incumbents who are thinking of running for president, and the last three in that category, Biden, Gore, and Bush 41, the White House operation was built to hold them down because they said the more you're out there meeting with donors, the more you're out there trying to raise your own political profile, the more it might distract or hurt the president, and they didn't want that. This White House doesn't feel that way. They like JD Vance out there talking to donors. They like him out there elevating his profile. So he has the platform of the vice presidency to position himself, but also to help the party and to help the administration in ways that I just didn't see with the previous vice presidents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trump's confident enough in his own power that he doesn't need to feel threatened by JD. For those just joining us, the so-called board of directors, in Mark's view, is Charlie Kirk, Tucker Carlson, and Don Jr., who have a text thread, says Mark, where they weigh in on very substantial matters and advise the president accordingly. And that rings very true.